Hi everybody, it's JoJo. And I'm here to do a makeup tutorial. So, oh my god, I have so much to talk about. So much to talk about. I don't even know how I'm gonna get through it all. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. So let me just talk about what this video is gonna be. So this is gonna be a Thanksgiving / holiday makeup tutorial. So this is the makeup tutorial I do like throughout like middle of end of November, beginning of December. The next holiday tutorial, makeup tutorial I'm gonna do, which is gonna be just a Christmas one, it's gonna be the generic Christmas, it's gonna be red and green. This is gonna be just a little bit more like Thanksgiving mixed with some holiday. So let's get started. Oh my god, you guys, I have so much to say. I don't even know how to. So most of this tutorial is going to be from the conspiracy palette, because I need to talk about the Shane series with the new Doomsday palette that never hit. So in honor of that, I'm going to do conspiracy for most of the time. So I'm not going to start with the Shane series though. I'm going to start with I guess let's start with my new Instagram. So I got a new Instagram. I actually made a new Instagram a few weeks ago. I forgot to tell you guys. It is not your average cup of JoJo. So but I put NYA as not your average, but I shortened it to NYA cup of JoJo. So you can find me on Instagram. I'll link it down below. I'll link it on the comment section of my new Instagram. But it's NYA cup of JoJo. That's what it is. Yeah, so been on there for a few weeks now. So yeah. So that's my new Instagram. I decided to get a new Instagram. Honestly, like, I hope I checked my old Instagram and it's still there. It's still there. The person who ever took over it didn't delete anything. He did set my page to public because my page was private. He set it to public. That's all he did. Whoever this person was. And then he added a new photo of him just trying to like sell that whatever he was trying to sell, and that's it. He didn't delete anything. He didn't remove anything. That's all he did. I don't get the point of that. Now I can't get my Instagram back for some bullshit, for some buffoonery, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna start with a neutral shade. So I'm gonna start with Dye Root Beer, and then I'm gonna go into Tanacon. So those two shades at the top, the tans. I'm gonna go into those two. I'm gonna like mix that. So yeah, so that's it with the Instagram. Now, this thing. So now let's talk about. I guess we'll talk about Disenchanted, the new Disney Plus, the sequel to Enchanted on Disney Plus. So I just saw it, and listen, I personally think they waited too long to do the sequel. I really do. I think that no matter how much CGI they do or they did in the movie, they look so much old. Like there's no way you could. I think Patrick Dempsey should have at least dyed his hair darker. He had his hair gray the whole time. Just like, why didn't you just dye your hair darker to make you look a little younger, you know? So he didn't even try there. He didn't even try to even look younger because he knew that at this point, I mean, they all look, I mean, way older than they're supposed to. Because this movie's supposed to be set like a few years after the original. It came out in 2007. But they didn't make it until this year. So that's like what? I'm trying to think. That's like how long? 15? Is it 15 years? I think it says 15 years. No, wait. Yeah, 15 years. So 15 years later, they made this movie. Whereas the movie's supposed to be set like a few years afterwards. So that was clocked. That was clocked right. The T was clocked right then and there because she gained so much weight. No offense to her. I mean, she's still beautiful, but she gained weight. And then the other one was like, the other two, James Marsden and Patrick Dempsey, was like, you can tell they aged. So yeah, that's that. Anyways, so And then the little girl that's in the movie, they had to completely replace her because she's like she's in her 20s now, I think, maybe even 30. And like she's supposed to be in the movie like 13, 14, so they couldn't use her. So they had to completely just use a new actress for that. But anyways, so I like this story. I did like the story. I thought the story was really good. I thought it was perfect for the sequel. I thought it was perfect. Like the way she made that wish, and she changed the clock, or she changed the story, and everything went fucked and everything. Like I think that was a perfect, kind of cliche, kind of like been done, kind of like been like, you know, like predictable kind of thing, but it was perfect for the movie. Like it was a good story for that movie. However, as I said, it was a little bit too predictable. It really was. It was a little bit too. I liked how they made her like the evil step. Like when she made the wish, it kind of backfired on her. She wanted like a new life, or her fairy tale life back, and because of that, she became like the evil stepmother, and that was cool. I liked that part. I thought it was cute. The ending was kind of like, you know, predictable, like, you know, like kind of thing. Like the daughter comes and saves the world and stuff, but whatever. I mean, it was cute. It was a cute movie. So I'm gonna go into Flaming Hot now. It was a cute movie. It was a cute movie. Is it like, definitely was not better than the original. Definitely was not better than Enchanted. Definitely was not. It was not. I think they could have done without this movie. I don't think that this was necessary. But it was cute. It was a cute watch. It was, would I watch it again? No. I'm gonna be honest, I probably won't. Will it be in my November favorites? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. It might be in my November favorites because I liked the story and I thought it was cute. So just putting the red in the crease. So that's on that. Now let's talk about I guess we'll talk about something else. I mean, I'm gonna be bashing so much shit in this video. Falling for Christmas. I want to talk about Falling for Christmas because the new Christmas movie that came out with Lindsay Lohan. She hasn't done a movie in so long, so I want to talk about this. She came out with this movie, Falling for Christmas, on Netflix, and I was really excited about it because she's finally back, and I swear to God, all her movies she's ever made, I love. I loved, even the movies that people didn't even like. I loved Just My Luck. That was a great one. Her last two movies, I think, was Just My Luck and Georgia Rules. And I think Georgia Rules, when she filmed that movie, that's when Hollywood didn't want to deal with her anymore because she was really a terror on that set, on Georgia Rules. That's what I heard. That she just was a complete terror, and she didn't come on set on time. She came late. She was arguing with everyone. So Hollywood did not want to pursue any more things. So she didn't do a movie for years now, right? So that Georgia Rule came out in 2007, 2008. So she didn't do a movie for years. She's on this Netflix movie now. She has a 2-movie deal with them. She has this one, and there's a movie called something with Irish Wish. It's like I think it's gonna come out for St. Patrick's Day. It's like a St. Patrick's Day love story. That's gonna be also for Netflix. So anyway, so this Falling for Christmas, right? So the guy from Glee is also in the movie. It was cute. Like, it wasn't cute. I'm not gonna. The trailer was good. The trailer made me like think that the movie was gonna be okay, but it was horrendous. It was completely horrendous. I'm gonna go into not a fact, this dark maroon cranberry shade, which is basically the matching of my top. This is the first Lindsay Lohan movie I ever saw that I did not like. Not only did I not like it, I kind of cringed. Yeah, I cringed. I was like, oof. I was like, Lindsay, this is. I mean, how are you gonna take this hiatus a break and come back and do this? Like, this is not a good comeback. And it was just so stupid. And I do like Netflix films. Like, they have good films. Like, they're not cheesy. They're not, like, a lot of them are good. This one was cheesy. This one was stupid. This one was, the acting wasn't even good. I feel like Lindsay Lohan put too much Botox in her face. She can't even, like, act now. Oh my God. The only part I like, and again, it was very predictable. It was a very predictable, stupid movie that just didn't need to be made. It just didn't. It just didn't. It was like worse than a fucking Hallmark holiday movie. And those Hallmark holiday movies are so cheesy and whack. I don't know why people like those shits. I could never get into that. Never. But I thought this would be different because it was Netflix. It wasn't. It was just as bad as those holiday holiday Hallmark films. Now, yeah, the acting was bad. The editing was bad. Just everything was bad. I think there was a lot of goofs and stuff that they didn't even edit out, that they just didn't give a shit about to even edit out. I don't even know. Like, it just wasn't the tea, sis. It was not the tea. The only part I liked, because that love interest of hers, that like rich, handsome Asian guy, I'm like, they have to make him gay. Like, there's no way that no one's clocking this. Like, how is no one clocking this? Like they cannot have this character in the film and not have him come out gay at this point. Like, he has to be like in the closet, or there has to be some kind of in cahoots where it's like a twist at the end, and he was gay this whole time. So, and he was, and I'm happy they did that, because it would have been dumb as hell if they went through that whole movie with him acting like that. Like, he was gayer than my grandma used to say, gayer than a $2 bill. Okay, he was gayer than a $2 bill. So for them not to make him gay would be ridiculous, but they did, and I like that. So at the end, you know, Lindsay and him didn't end up together, whatever it was. And she ended up with the Glee guy, obviously. And he acts, I think it was his secretary or some shit. I don't know, it was his secretary or something, out to a Christmas party. I think it was a Christmas, I don't know what it was. New Year's Eve party, I don't know. And they went on a date together, the two guys. So I thought that was cute. I like that. I was okay. I like how they added that. I'm like, okay, so they finally revealed what the big elephant in the room was. So okay, so that's good. So I'm glad they did that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into Pigment, which is that baby pink. I'm gonna blend everything in the crease. So yeah, Falling for Christmas is whack. It's definitely not being my November favorite. It's not a thing. It was bad. It was really bad, Lindsay. Really, really bad. Really atrocious. Really atrocious. Anywho, these. So I guess I'll talk about Dancing with the Stars for a second. I'm filming this before the finale. So the finale is gonna be tonight. I'm filming this like right before the finale. So I have not watched the finale yet. But the predictions, the TikTok girl's definitely gonna win. Unless I said there's some kind of conspiracy, she's gonna win. Oh, I hit pan on a shade. Oh my god, I hit pan on a shade. I don't think this is the first time I ever hit pan on a shade while filming a makeup tutorial. Pigment. You see? Little dent. Ah! Interesting. I've been hitting pan on a lot of shades, guys. I'm gonna have to get a new palette soon. So yeah, so when Shangela was in the bottom, I kind of expected it, because at this point, there's really no one else. And Shangela is so good, but it's like, I knew the TikTok girl was going to be in the bottom. I knew the Bachelor was going to be in the bottom. Wayne Brady, I kind of figured he wasn't going to be. So like, Shangela was the only one to be in that bottom with that actor. And I knew the actor was going to go home, because I was like, they cannot play Shangela like this. Like, I don't even want them to even pretend that they're making a hard decision and like, oh, I don't know what to do. Just be real about it. You know you're going to save Shangela, and that's it. Don't play no games. Don't play no games. You know what I mean? And then I didn't want them to be like, oh, two of them save the actor, and then they go to Len, and then he's the saving vote, and he saves Shangela. I didn't even want them to do that, because that would have made them all look ridiculous, okay? And that would have been just for drama and whatever. They would have made them look ridiculous. Shangela was the obvious pick to stay, and they did. All of them picked for Shangela to stay. So I'm happy they did that. I'm like, they better not play this girl, and they didn't. They all saved Shangela. Because they have done that before. They've done, like, there's been two people in the bottom, and for drama and for a fact, they were like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to save this person, have Len be the deciding vote. So don't get why Len's the deciding vote. I'm like, at this point, if it's 2 against 2, it should be up to the people's vote at that point. Whoever's literally the least amount of votes in those bottom 2 should go home at that point. I don't think Len should be the deciding, but whatever. That's what they do. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what they do. So now I'm gonna take a break from conspiracy, and I'm gonna go into thirsty actually for a second. I'm going to thirsty, surprisingly enough. There's thirsty. Because I need to use the glitter in here. So I'm going to use the gold glitter called Filthy Rich. And I'm going to use that on my lid. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so that's that on that. What will be next? What will be next, guys? There's so much to talk about. It's crazy. Oh my god, there's so much to talk about. Okay, let's talk about the Shane series now. I'll talk about the Shane series. So let me put some of this glitter glue on, and then we'll talk about the Shane series. Because the glitter glue I have to do fast, because then it's going to dry and it's going to be tacky. So I have to do this quick. Okay. Oh, gotta do the other eye. Hold on. I'm like, Okay. I'm gonna go into Filthy Rich, the glitter golds here. I'm surprised he didn't make this formula in a lot of other palettes and different shades. I'm very surprised. This is a really nice formula. But he didn't. He really didn't. Okay, so let's talk about this. And they're gonna wait to the very fucking end to do this. I knew they were gonna do that. Like, they were really gonna, like, save this shit to the very fucking end and really tease us with this palette. Jeffree said he's quitting YouTube. Well, we'll start with that. So, okay, what he said wasn't a lie. I do believe that people aren't viewing YouTube the way they used to. I do think that is true. I do. I think that is true. I think even if the shit didn't happen with them, I do think that people wouldn't be viewing YouTube as they do because of all the streaming apps. Like, he is right about that. He is. Like, he's not lying about that. Because once Disney Plus came out, like, everyone was having a streaming app, and then that was it. Everyone just goes on the streaming apps and watches. When they go on their laptop, they go on the streaming apps. They don't go on YouTube. He's not lying about that. That is true. However, it's also a little bit of a cop-out because regardless of however you spin it, a lot of people are unsubscribing to him. A lot of people are hating him now. He is canceled, and Shane is also canceled. I'm going to talk about the cancel culture in a second, too, which I don't like about. I'm going to talk about that. But they're both canceled. So regardless of these Disney Plus and all these apps didn't come out, this shit's going to still be happening. You know what I mean? I do believe that regardless of that, he would still not be getting many views on his new YouTube videos, and he doesn't. He doesn't anymore. And it's mostly because of the fact that he is canceled after what happened. I mean, that is the truth. It's the truth. But again, he's not lying about everyone not viewing YouTube the way they used to. So he's not lying about that either, though. But in his case, it's strictly because he's canceled. Now, okay, I'm gonna go back into Not a Fact, and I'm going to just like deepen the V. But yeah, he's quitting YouTube. He's gonna have a couple more. I think he's just gonna use it for reveal videos, and that's it. I think that's all he's gonna do. I don't think that he's gonna make any more videos like he used to. He may not even do the reveals anymore on his channel. I think he's probably just gonna do reveals on Instagram or whatever, or TikTok, because he says he likes TikTok now. But listen, he said he found his peace in Wyoming, and I do believe that. I think a part of it was, I think there was too much dirty laundry in LA for him. Like, so much shit kept coming out. Everyone was against him in LA. I think it was his best decision to move to Wyoming and go in this, like, secluded hideaway, like, up in the mountains. I think it was his best decision. And I do think he did find peace in it, though. I do think he genuinely found peace, and he's in his happy place, which you can't fault him for that. He found his peace. And he's loving his yaks, and he's loving the farm life. He's loving it. So, he found his happy place, and and that's good. That is good. Regardless of how you feel about him, he found what makes him happy, and he's at peace. Now, do I believe he would be there if all this shit didn't happen? Of course not. He would still be in LA, spending everything and going crazy, but because of everything that happened to him, he had no choice. But I do think he's in a better place now. Imagine like he's dead. No, but he is in a better place. He's happy now. Okay. So, Shane, now, I don't know if I should talk about the cancel culture. I'll talk about the series first. It was a 3-episode series. I really, really liked it. I really liked it. I think that it needed to be done. I think they needed a goodbye. Like, they needed a goodbye. Because I feel like they weren't done with the last series. And I feel like they were definitely going to make another one. Because of everything that happened, they didn't. So they wanted their closure. They wanted their final goodbyes to the series. And I like that they did that. I like that they did that. Now, this whole palette collection thing, at this point, yeah, all the shades have been done. He's right. And I'm glad they clocked that too, because I was like, if they don't clock this and they're going to show this palette and not going to say that he put these shades in all his new palettes that just recently launched, then that's going to be ridiculous. So they did mention, listen, like, I know you used, Jeffree, I know you used a lot of my shades that were going to be in the Doomsday, they called it Doomsday. The Doomsday palette in the new palette. And he said that I wanted you to do that. We're not going to make this palette so you can duplicate the shades and reuse them in other palettes. He did tell him that. So, and that's what he did. You can tell the green, a lot of the greens are in Blood Money. You can tell that even a couple of shades that just came out in the Circus palette was in the Doomsday palette. You can tell that a lot of shades that's in his new palettes were in, you know. Now, yeah, so I'm surprised they even showed this whole palette release, only because, you know, Jeffree discontinued Conspiracy on his page, and I think Shane probably told him to do that. So I think that was all, like, you know, old business and everything. So I think that everyone knew that the Conspiracy was discontinued or whatever. So, but they still wanted to show Doomsday. They wanted to still show it, even though they were never going to make it. It was never going to come out. They still wanted to show that they were working on this before COVID hit and before they got canceled. It was a cute palette, you know. It was a cute palette. It really, really was. I thought I would have gotten it. I definitely would have gotten it. The packaging looked cute. They didn't show the packaging of the palette. I don't think they were at that step yet, but they did show the colors, and they showed like the pig mirrors where like and like the campaign, what they were gonna wear and everything. It's kind of weird, and they were right. It's kind of weird that they were going to make a Doomsday palette, and then they did this before COVID hit. It kind of was like a telling of what was going to happen, you know? It really was Doomsday. That actually would have been perfect. Like, if they didn't get canceled and they came out with that palette, that would have went crazy on the shelves. Because COVID just hit, and this is called Doomsday. So it would have been crazy to have this as the launch. It would have been perfect timing for them. But they got canceled. Now, I'm going to talk about the cancel culture in a second. I'm going to talk about that. Girl. But yeah, it was a cute palette. Now again, at this point, there would be no point to come out with it because so many of those shades are in other palettes, obviously, and they're not going to do it anyways. But I did like the color story. It was you know, it was a generic, like, they had neutral shades, but they had some pops of color. But it was cool. It looked like it vibed together nicely, and I liked it. I liked it. The pig mirrors look cute with the pigs and with the masks. Oh my god! I'm not just really thinking about it. Like, they really were like predicting the future. Like, they had like the pigs with the masks on their faces on the mirrors. But anyways, so yeah, that's that on that. Anyways, it was sad watching it. It was sad watching it. It was sad watching it. I almost teared up because I knew that was it. That's it. They're not going to do another series. And I like their series too. I think they're really cute and fun together. And I think they make for good YouTube. They make for good videos. They really do. They make good videos together. And then showing all the flashbacks of Jeffree on his YouTube career, breaking up with Nathan, and all the dogs dying, and him selling his house, and all the drama. Good God. Yeah, he had to move. He had to move. There was too much shit going on there. He had to start a new life somewhere else. He had to have a new beginning. And Shane is too. Shane, I think, moved to Colorado or something, and he has a beautiful life with his husband. So, you know, No, people are thinking this is a cash grab or something they would just wanted. I don't think it's a cash grab because I don't think he was ever going to sell this palette. I really don't. And he can't. Even if people like, please, if everyone like was like, please, please sell, please make this palette, please sell it, he can't do it. He would have to make whole new shades because so many of the shades are duplicating other palettes that Jeffree made already. So he physically can't do it. He would have to start from scratch. So it cannot be a money grab. I think he generally did this because he wanted his final goodbye to the series. I think he wanted to show everyone this is what we were working on. We were working on a second. None of us knew. None of us knew. Like, they didn't even tease it. No one knew they were doing this. 2.5 years later, we had no idea they were doing a part 2. So it was a shock to me. Now I want to talk about the cancel culture. Listen. Someone started this cancel culture and everyone thinks it's cute and fun and lovely to cancel people and think it's all just games. And think it's just fun and everything and think like, oh, they're canceled and oh yeah, like we got them good, they're gone, we got them, yeah. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. By the way, this liquid liner is gonna be done. This is my last use of this. Thank God I just bought a new one. So I don't get it. I don't get cancel culture because who are you to cancel someone? Who are you? You're not God. Who the fuck are you to be like, this person's canceled now because of what they did? I feel like if you don't do something to the point where it gets you in jail, I think you can be forgiven. And even if you do go to jail, I feel like if you didn't literally kill someone and you didn't literally like, now people do crimes and people do horrible things. You don't have to kill someone to do something horrible. But I feel like the cancel culture is all silly. And I feel like it's all ridiculous. It's like, oh, he said something in 2008 and they did something, said a bad joke in 2009, years ago. They tweeted a bad tweet back when they were in high school 20 years ago. And that just resurfaced 20 years later and now we gotta cancel them. I don't understand it. Like, they literally acting like they killed someone. They really did. They're acting like they're like Jeffree Dahmer and Ted Bundy, like killing everyone. Like, they really are. Like, what the fuck did they do? Like, I get it. Like, they fucked up royally. They said some fucked up shit. It was not funny. It was not cute. I get it. But, like, is this really supposed to be like, oh my god, now they're done for life because they did this? Like, what the fuck? And the other thing I don't understand is that Jeffree Dahmer killed how many people? He's getting these fan mails. Oh, you're my hero. I'm going to be you for Halloween, everything. And I'm like, how was he getting that? And then Jeffree and Shane said some bad, horrible fucking jokes. And now they're completely canceled. I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Shit, this liquid light is really fucking dried up here. Oh my god, it's right then it's the Sahara Desert, honey. But now I think Jeffree did worse things than Shane. I think Jeffree did more than just some bad jokes. I mean, he did just some shitty, like, shady shit. He did. And that's part of the reason why he did move, because he knows he did some shady shit in LA and he needed to start it over. But I just don't like the cancel culture. I don't like the fact that people like to cancel whatever. I get, like, be mad at them for a little while, but canceling them for life, get over it at this point. It's been how many years? Just get over it. Like, it's again, they didn't kill anyone. They didn't go to jail. It's nothing that serious that they can't come back from. Okay, so this is going right into the empty box right now. Good boy. I'm gonna do eyeliner. So yeah, I don't like the cancel culture. I think the cancel culture should just be over with and done because everyone's getting canceled. Everyone. Do you know why everyone's getting canceled? Because everyone has skeletons in their closet. Even you. So if they're getting everyone in the world has got to get canceled then, because everyone has said some shitty things. Everyone has said some shady shit. Everyone has done shit in their lives that they're not proud of. Do you feel me? So the fact that they're in the public eye and they have to be scrutinized like this is not fair. It's not fair. It's really not. It's really not. Because if you really read and really go to a magnifying glass and read about everyone has something. RuPaul, Ellen DeGeneres, even Adam Levine from Maroon 5 just cheated on his wife. You know what I mean? Like, everyone has something. James Charles is canceled. Trisha Paytas is canceled. This one's canceled. That one's canceled. I'm just like, everyone's fucking canceled. I'm like, I get it. Like, but everyone's human. Everyone does fucked up shit. Everyone has done things in their lives they're not proud of. I get it. Like, but like, does that mean that they are completely canceled at that point? Like, I don't like that word. I don't get it. I think people are just doing that for shits and giggles and think it's cute and everything. It's not funny. I think that if you don't like someone, don't watch them, but don't be like, everyone needs to cancel them. I don't like that. I don't like that. Because I do think Shane feels really bad for what he said. I think that Jeffree, at this point, has to feel horrible for what he did and said. And I think that they need to be forgiven at this point. I really do. I really do. I really do. I don't think that they did anything that should completely like put them in the place where everyone has to hate them now. But it is what it is. Cancel culture is a thing, and it does happen, and people do cancel people. They completely disown them. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. Again, if you unless you do something that puts you into jail, I'm not gonna cancel you. It was funny that I was telling the story of how Morphe called them up, called Jeffree up, and basically was telling him that, listen, like, we can't do it anymore. They were just like, yeah, Jeffree, listen, like, I don't know what to do anymore about this. Like, I don't know, like, I can't, like, we can't sell your makeup anymore. Like, it's just that is it. Like, we just can't. There's not much more else we can say to you. It's over. And he said he was devastated. He said he was completely devastated, and you know, and rightfully so. You know, the fact that Morphe turned their backs on Jeffree is not fair. It's not fair because Jeffree didn't do anything that would put Morphe in harm's way. Jeffree didn't do anything shady to their business. All he's ever done was bring money to their business. And they kind of like turned their backs on him when the going got tough. And that wasn't okay. But do I think if the roles were reversed and Morphe came out, like Morphe was getting shit about something and they said something or they did something that was getting shit about it, would Jeffree have disowned them? I can't say he wouldn't have. I really can't. He might have. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't have if the roles were reversed, but we'll never know. What am I going to talk about next? I want to talk about American Horror Story. Let's talk about American Horror Story. So American Horror Story was season 11. It was called NYC, New York City. I have a lot of mixed emotions about it. I think that a lot of the Horror Story seasons don't end well. I think that Ryan Murphy has amazing ideas, but then I think he doesn't know how to end them or conclude them in the finale. I think that this is one of those cases where he had a really great idea. It was a great season, and then the last two episodes were so bad and so stupid that I kind of hated the season as a whole now, because it just, nothing made sense at that point. Like, there was no conclusion. They really didn't explain the big buff, like, husky dude with the mask on. They never really explained who the fuck he was. I didn't get all that, like dream sequences they had. I didn't understand that. Where the fuck that came from. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It ended stupid. In fact, it ended so bad I don't remember how it ended now. I can't even tell you. I just know it ended stupid. It was just bad. It was just bad, yeah. And the season was good. It really was good. I liked it. He finally made like a gay season, like a gay horror season. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of gay horror stuff out there, so I liked how he did that. But girl, you did not end that right. You just did not end that right. You fucking ended that horrible, girl. I don't understand it. And he does that a lot too. Like, he has some good seasons and then he ends them so stupid. Don't get why he does that. Okay, so I'm actually using a new product from Jeffree now. So my translucent powder from his original formula, which comes in the pink packaging, it completely was used up. And it was sold out online, so I couldn't really get that one. It was sold out on Beautylish and on Jeffree Stars. I couldn't get it. So I had to get the new formula translucent powder that came out with his Orgy collection 2 years ago. So this is his new formula. I forgot what it's called. But it's a luminous setting powder. I've used it a few times now. This is translucent shade. I love it. I love it. I don't know if I would have liked it in fair to put it all over my face, but under the eyes, it's really pretty. Like, it's the same formula as translucent, it's the same damn thing. It's literally the same thing. It feels the same, everything. And it smells the same too, cotton candy. The only difference is he added shimmer to it. It's not glitter, it's little fine shimmers. It's little fine shimmers in there. I don't know if you can see it. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. It's gonna fall everywhere. But it's little shimmers that go on your face. It's not that noticeable. It's not crazy. It's not like this glitter on you. It's not like that. Just a little shimmer. It's kind of like a little sparkle. Just, you can barely even see it too. It's like just a little sparkle there. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. I like it. I like it. It's the exact same thing as the regulars. It's just a little shimmer in it. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm finally teaching myself how to cook. Yes, I'm finally teaching myself how to cook. Made some few things already. I made a good little pasta dish with Italian sausage and peppers. That was really good. I made these really good shredded chicken tacos. Oh, so good. Oh my god. Yes, I'm teaching myself how to cook. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying learning how to cook. I'm actually enjoying it, you know? Okay, now I'm gonna line. I do have to say though, out of the two palettes he was gonna come out with the Doomsday, I did think the Conspiracy Coaster was better between the two, if I had to say. But the Doomsday did look good, and I would have gotten it. I just wanted to put that out there, just if people were thinking like, if looking at the palette, did I like this color story better than no? Conspiracy color story I think was still better. So I'm gonna go into my rights here. I just smoke out my lash line. I always do this. This is like the best black ever. So Kylie came out with a Wizard of Oz collection. I think it's nice. I like it. I didn't like her holiday collection. Her Batman collection was okay, but the Wizard of Oz one actually looks nice. It really does. Again, I'm not gonna get it. I really don't like her makeup. I don't like her formulas personally. I just think people love her makeup collection and buy it because she's Kylie Jenner. I think if someone else would have put their name on that makeup, no, that would not sell. Because the makeup is not selling it. I think the makeup is not that good, but her name on it is making it sell. Which shouldn't be the case, but that's just what it is. Okay, so now, I wonder if I should really take it there and go into the shimmery green. Yeah, you know, why not? I'm gonna go into the shimmery green called Illuminati. Put that on my lash line. Just a little festive green at the bottom. It's a dark metallic green. So, and ColourPop just came out with their holiday collection. The Muppets. I don't know why they did the Muppets, but they did the Muppets. Kind of like the holiday collection better last year, the Rudolph one. But this year they did Muppets for some reason. Doing good on time. Okay. Now I want to highlight my inner corner of my brows with a shade. I don't know which shade though. I've been eyeing his Jeffree's highlighter palette, the Icebreaker, the Ice Crusher. I think I am gonna get that on Black Friday. If that deal, he hasn't posted what his Black Friday deals are gonna be yet. But if that is on sale, I'm gonna get it. Because I really have like no highlighters left. Like the one that I ordered from him broke. And the ColourPop ones, they're good, but they're not much product in there. And I already used up a lot of the highlighters. Like even this one, like the pink one, I got like a couple months ago. Like it already hit pan. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, I guess I'll use this. Should I? No, I'm gonna use ice cold. I'm gonna use ice cold highlighter. I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna use ice cold. Which hit pan too. Girl, my makeup hits pan. So what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving's in a couple of days. I want to talk about my new job. Of course, I'm not going to say what it is or what it entails because there's some shady people that watch me that don't have my best interest at heart and I don't want them knowing where I work or whatever, anything. So I'm not going to say what it is, but I will tell you I like it so far. I do. I like it so far. The only thing I don't like, and I'll be honest, is the hours. So I am full time, which is good. But the problem I'm having is they're having me really early in the morning. Like I'm talking like even earlier than when the Amish get up in fucking PA. Like really early. Like really fucking early. Some days. So that is going to be hard because I'm not a morning person, and then not only am I not a morning person, but this is like even before the morning. Like when I have to wake up is probably like I would say like the very middle of the night. Like, so that's not good. And I've talked to my boss about that. I said I don't like. I have to be honest. I don't like this schedule. I don't like it. I think that this is a little ridiculous. I think if it was just for the holiday season, I would understand, but she said it's for the whole year, and that's when I'm kind of like getting. And then the schedule is like 3 days in a row I have to wake up at this. I'm just like, why is the schedule like this? I've never seen a schedule like this. All the places I've worked, I've never had a schedule like this. So I had to tell her, and I have a decision to make. I do have a decision to make. I don't know if I should tell you the whole. I'm probably not gonna tell you everything, but that we talked about. But basically, I have a decision, and I have until Tuesday till tomorrow to make it. I had the brows. Not like an ultimatum where like I'm gonna get fired if I don't do this. Like that's not it. Like I'm still gonna work there. It's just there's certain benefits I get with this position that I don't get if I don't do this position. But the only thing stopping me is how early I have to wake up, because that's not okay. Like having to wake up that early is not okay for work. I'm sorry. If you're not like working overnight for like shit for like stocking things, or if your job's not working at like an airplane and a red eye, I feel like no one should have to wake up that early for work. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like it just it's not okay. Especially because I'm gonna be honest, the store doesn't open until hours later to when I am supposed to get there, and that I don't understand either. Like, why am I there 3 or 4 hours before the fucking place opens? Like, why is that? Like, I don't get it. Why is that? Like, literally hours before. Like, what the hell are we gonna be doing? Rebuilding the store? Rebuilding the like, what are we gonna be doing? Okay. Right, so now it's time for mascara. So, okay, so that's the tea on that. That's the tea on that. That's the tea on that. This mascara is, I'm actually gonna new. This is the last time I'm gonna use this mascara because I can tell it's getting dried up. You know when you can just tell? So I'm excited to see the finale of Dancing with the Stars tonight. I do think the TikTok girl is definitely gonna win, like without a shadow of a doubt. Like without a shadow of a doubt. This season was really good. I love this season. I do think the last episode that happened last week, I think I cringed like more than I ever did on an episode. Like it was just so cringy. I don't even know. Like the Asian judge kept getting up and like getting up out of her seat and stepping like on the stage on like the ballroom floor and talking to them. I was just like, why are you doing that? She's like, I gotta bow to you. I gotta bow to you. I'm like, please. Oh my God, I'm cringing. I was so over it. I was just like, oh my God, why are they gotta do the most? Why? And then every time Len speaks, everyone boos. I'm just like, why are you booing? Like, of course they're not gonna sit there the whole time, be like, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're perfect. Like, that's just not how it is. Of course they're gonna be like, and what Len says is not even that bad. He's just like, listen, you did a good job, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted to see for that type of dance. You could have added a little bit more of this, and then they boo. I'm like, why are you booing? I'm like, what do you expect? Like, this is supposed to be lollipops and rainbows and unicorns the whole time? Like, of course, like, this is the first time dancing. Of course he's gonna critique them. That's what he's there for. Like, booing. I'm like, they gotta stop that now. Like, let them talk. Like, let them fucking talk. Like, they're judges. That's what they're there for. You don't have to boo every little thing they say. That's not, you're beautiful, you're perfect. And then if it's not anything like that, they have to boo. Like, it's like, come on, enough. Enough. Yeah, but the top four is definitely what I expect the top four to be. I'm glad that it is what it is. It's fair. It's what it's supposed to be. If I had to guess what's gonna happen tonight, I do think Shangela's gonna be the first one eliminated, even though I feel like she should be the top three. I do think Wayne is going to be in the top three with the Bachelorette and TikTok Girl. Shangela will go home fourth. Wayne Brady third. The Bachelorette runner up, and TikTok win. The TikTok Girl's gonna win. Like, she dances just way too perfect to, like, she's literally gonna be auditioning to be a professional dancer next season because she's that good. The other eye. Oh, 51 minutes. Oh, God. All right. Oh, it's normal time. We normally do an hour. It's normal. And I was watching some interviews Jeffree Dahmer did in jail before the guy killed him, and it's sad. He was cute. He was cute. He wasn't ugly. He was cute. He was tall. You know, he spoke very nice, like a college professor, like really elegant. You would never have guessed it. You would never in a million years guessed he would have done that. He had this sick, and he admitted everything. He said, I had this sick obsession to the point where if I didn't get caught, I would have continued to do it. It's just I had this fetish, this sexual desires to keep the man there with me forever. But if that guy didn't kill him in jail, he would still be in jail today. Just rotting away in prison. He'd still be in that jail cell. Because again, of course he got life. He would have been, I don't know how old he would have been. Yeah. At this point, he would have been pretty old. Like, pretty old. I don't know, like in his 50s? Maybe 60s? There's a show about Ted Bundy too. I think Zac Efron is playing Ted Bundy, and I wanted to watch that one. Let's see what that's like. This makeup came out pretty. Oh my god, I'm really liking this festive holiday / Thanksgiving look. I love it. It's like a gold glitter, like holiday glitter gold with like the cranberry maroon. I love it. It's so pretty. I'm fucking with it. I'm fucks with it. Alright, so now I'm gonna go into the Fair Setting powder, which is not the special, it's just the regular formula. It's not the luminous one. Thank God for makeup. Because I don't know what I would do without makeup on. I guess I should tell you guys, I'm very insecure without makeup on. I have to be honest, I don't leave the house without makeup on. I don't even have to go to work or do anything. And I just go, what, to CVS, I'll have to put a full face on. And that's the truth. I don't feel comfortable. I don't. Like today, all I'm doing is going to Walgreens and getting my toes done. And I'm putting a full face on, you know? Now again, I knew that I was going to film this makeup tutorial and film videos today, but even regardless of that, I still would have done a full face. So, yeah, I have an insecurity. I don't think I look good with makeup on. I think makeup is my saving grace, and I think if makeup was never made, I think I would be fucked. Personally. That's just what it is. Now, do I think I'm ugly without makeup on? I'm not gonna say I look ugly, but I definitely don't look presentable, look like the way I want to look without makeup on. I really don't. And it's not even for anyone else either. It's not like, oh, I want to look good for everyone. Like, it's nothing like that. It's just like, for me personally, I don't think I look good. Like, if I were to wear, I would even wear makeup just to be home alone and not doing anything. Because I generally just don't like what I see in the mirror without makeup on. But then that would be obsessive. That would be obsessive. If I'm just doing makeup just for the shits of it, just to be home and doing nothing, that would be obsessive. But I would. I mean, I have. I mean, of course, I don't wake up and just do my makeup every day, even if I'm just gonna be in my pajamas and doing nothing. But I have done my makeup just knowing I'm gonna stay home. I've done my makeup just on snow days. It's snowing outside, I know I'm not going anywhere, doing anything, and I've done a full face. That's just who I've always been. It's always been that way. Now, I know people that literally sleep in their makeup. Like, they have husbands, they're married, and they don't want their husbands to see them without makeup on, so they sleep with their makeup on, and then when they wake up, they go in the shower, they take their makeup off, and then they put the makeup right back on right after they shower. Like, I've known people like that. My friend's grandmother, every single day she puts on makeup. A full face, every day. Knowing she's gonna do nothing and just stay home, nothing. She just puts a full face on. A full fucking face. That's gonna be me. No, it really is. It's gonna be me. Okay, what highlighter am I gonna use? I think I will use the pink, the frosty pink on my cheeks and nose. So this is the Candy Floss from ColourPop. This is so pretty. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my god, it's like orgasmic. It's so pretty. Oh my god. I really love this. It's a shame that there's not much product in it. It's used up so fast. Thing on the eye. Okay, I got it. Alright, where is the brush where I do my nose? Here it is. I'm gonna use Citrus Bling. to top it off with. So I don't even watch a lot of podcasts, but I do watch the podcast with Kim D from Real Housewives of New Jersey. And I forget what his name is. I think David, and he is called Behind the Velvet Rope. It's on YouTube, and they show clips of their podcast on YouTube. Not the full thing, but clips. And Kim D spills a lot of tea from the earliest seasons. So she spilled a lot. Like a lot. Like, I'm not gonna get into everything, but she did spill. First of all, she's getting a lot of inside tea about this new season, and she said it's gonna be so explosive, it's gonna be so real, so raw, that it's gonna be like the best season ever. That's what she says, from what is told to her. Because she's still friends with Dolores, she's still friends with a lot of them. So she revealed that, and I didn't know this. From this day, I still believe that Jacqueline did not plan that whole magazine thing on her porch with Teresa in season 4. Remember when she confronted Teresa about the magazines and was like, "I'm worried about you. Like, what is going on about this?" So Kim revealed that she was actually told to do that. Producers told Jacqueline to do that, and Jacqueline didn't want to do it at first. She didn't want to do it at first, but then they were kind of like, "Listen, this is what's going on. No one's talking about it. You have to bring it up. We're paying you. We're paying you here, and you're not lying. We're telling you to tell the truth, and what you see in these magazines. That's all we're telling you to do." So then she did it, and she invited Teresa over, and she did that. So now knowing that, I do feel a little bad for Teresa, only because, yes, is it out there? Everyone's gonna talk about it. It's not like no one's gonna talk about this. Like, of course, if there's something. Like, if I had a friend on the cover of a magazine saying she might be going to jail, I'm going to talk to her about it. I'm not going to, completely ignore it. So I get that. But it does look shady to Teresa, because I know she probably found out that the producers told her to do that. And then she did it, and I guess she thought that Jacqueline only did it for TV. Which I do think she was pressured into doing it, but I also think she generally was concerned, but didn't want to bring it up on camera. But the producers forced her to. That's what I think happened. But I do think Jacqueline generally did not want to do that, and she kind of got pressured into doing it. But again, no one held a gun to Jacqueline's head. But again, I would have forgiven Jacqueline if she did that to me. If I would have known the producers pressured into doing that, and she confronted me with the magazines, of course I would have been like, "Where's this coming from?" Whatever. But I wouldn't have been holding this grudge forever, because I would have realized that this is something that was going to be talked about and brought up regardless anyway. It's all over the place. Regardless if you bring it up now on your porch, it comes up at the reunion, it's going to come up regardless. So, whatever, it is what it is. But I didn't know that. I really didn't know. I thought that Jacqueline generally just did that because she was concerned and really wanted to talk about it. But I didn't know the producers forced her to do that. I didn't know that. I really did not know that. I did not know that. I really did not know that. And I guess Jacqueline can't say in the scene, but they could edit that out too, but she couldn't be like, "By the way, I'm only doing this because the producers are on me and want me to do this." She couldn't do that. So she had to play coy and act like the producers did not force her to do this. I heard noise. I thought it was the camera. What time is it? Oh my god, I gotta get going. I'm not even gonna. I hope I make my. My pedicure. I need a pedicure so bad. I wore these heels to work the other day, and I was in my heels the whole day at work, and oh my god, it was the bad idea ever. Worst idea ever, because my feet are so sore. Oh Lord. really excited about this new season of Jersey. I really, really am. It looks like it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be sad to watch because they've come a long way, like getting along. But I do believe Kim D said something, and I do think it's true. I think that Teresa was using her brother and Melissa because she had no one else, and she needed them. Literally needed them to film, needed them to be there for her through the time with Joe, going to jail and everything. Like, she didn't want to cause any more enemies at that point, obviously. So she kind of made a truce with them, not really wanting to, because she generally does not like them. I really do. Maybe not her brother. Maybe now she doesn't like her brother after everything. But she never liked Melissa. But then when she met Louis, her husband now, she doesn't need them anymore. So, and it does look so convenient that all of a sudden Louis gets in her life, and all of a sudden she's having these problems with Melissa and Joe again. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of like a coincidence, right? It's not a coincidence. I think she was waiting to meet someone, so she shouldn't have to be with Joe and Melissa anymore. That's what I think. Because I think she grew to really despise. I don't think she always dislikes her brother, but I think she grew to despise him because how much she just dislikes Melissa and how much Joe took Melissa's side and been with Melissa and stayed with Melissa. She always resented him for that. So I think that she grew to despise her brother because of that. And I do think that christening scene was probably like her final straw too. Because it was like the first scene together, and regardless of what was going on behind the scenes, and Joe had every right to be mad and upset. I mean, he did. I mean, the way Teresa was acting was really fake and phony and shady as hell. But regardless, you shouldn't do that at your son's christening. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. There's no excuse for that. There's really no excuse for that. I don't care what's going on behind the scenes. It's your son's christening. You completely blew that up to another dimension, and it was not okay. It really wasn't. And I get why he was mad, but it was not appropriate at all, and it was not okay. I think. So I want to do a red, but I'm going to do a red for my green and red Christmas look that I'm going to do in a couple of weeks, or a week or so. So I don't want to do like a red, because I'm going to do a red, like a red Christmas red in that tutorial. So I think I'm gonna do the maroon color here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this one. So I normally do this shade, which is called Bite My Lip. I normally outline it with Unicorn Blood, which I can't find right now. Where is you? There you are. Unicorn Blood lip liner. And I line it, and then I put that in the center. So Unicorn Blood is a dark, rusty red, whereas this Bite My Lip shade, which you'll see, is like a dark plum purple red. It's like a dark red but with purple in it, which makes it like maroon. Oh, let me see. Yeah, I just outline it. So even though I have big lips, my bottom lip is much fatter and bigger than my top lip. So I have to not overdraw I have to make sure like my line on the top is good, because then the bottom's gonna look too big, and then the top is gonna look a little bit too small. So I'm gonna have to like, and especially with reds, I have to really define it, like Cupid's bow. You know? Okay. I want to talk about Raven's Home too quickly for a second before I go. So this 5th season was really good. I'm really glad that they maybe I should put a little bit more in the center of like a little more. I really liked how she went back to the house. I really do. I think that now it feels more like a reboot, whereas her in that apartment with Chelsea did not feel like a reboot. It felt like its own different show. It was not good. Now it feels more like a reboot, but of course it wasn't as good as That's a Raven. I mean, let's keep this really real, yeah. But you know what? The last, like, this season was really good. These episodes this season were really good. I love the one with the Donna Cabana one when she came back. That was really good. I loved the Halloween episode. There's a Christmas episode that didn't air yet, but I love the Halloween one. There was a lot of episodes. A lot of episodes with Alana was good. Her school bully. And I liked the episode that just came out with Tanya came back. Thank God they brought Tanya back. Thank God. I missed her. She was one of my favorites. But she's only back for that one episode. And then that's it. She only came back for that one episode. I never understood the story behind that, like why they made her say she went to London for school. So, do you mean to tell me that for like how many years now? What was it, 20 years? Almost 20 years that she's just in London teaching, where there's no teaching jobs in San Francisco? She's just confined to London this whole time? I never understood that. I wish that they would have came up with something else for that. I don't know what, but they should have come up with something else because it just sounds stupid. Kind of ridiculous that she's staying in London all this time. I don't like that they're getting rid of Victor now, her father. They're getting rid of him now. So he's gonna go to London with Tanya. That's their excuses to get him off the show. God, I didn't look so bad today. I don't know if I'm gonna put gloss on. I probably won't. God, my lips look so bad right now. I mean, they look good, but they're just a little wobbly. Okay, so cream of the day is gonna be Vanilla Bean Noel. Love me some Vanilla Bean Noel, girl. And then perfume of the day is going to be... I think I'm gonna just put on Vanilla Bean Noel Fragrance Mist with the Dream Bright perfume from Bath & Body Works. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm done. Let's show you this makeup tutorial, girl. Yes. So here is my Thanksgiving going into Christmas / holiday. I got fucking powder all over me. I'm gonna have to clean it up later. Holiday look. So this is what I could do normally for, I do this look normally for the end of November, beginning of December. Love the glitter gold with the maroon color with the eyes, and the dark maroon lip is pretty. I love it. This is a perfect Thanksgiving going into the Christmas season look. I love it. It's so festive, so cute, so glittery. Yeah. So, I'm going to go now. I'm probably not gonna film another video before Thanksgiving. I might film a November favorites, but that's gonna be up after Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna wish you all a happy Thanksgiving here. And I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. And I am going to go. So my next makeup tutorial is gonna be, I think, in a week or so, and I'm gonna do the Christmas one, the red and green. And yeah, I'm gonna film a November favorites, and someone requested what's my bag video, so I'm probably gonna film that either today or when I film my November favorites, which is gonna be in a couple of days. But yeah, have a happy Thanksgiving. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.